And nice to have the number one news hound who breaks all the big stories on a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday as well, doing some great stuff again. Damo, welcome.
G'day, Schwatta. Keen to get into Downing at some stage of the evening. I just don't know how many coaches now have been sacked under his watch on the Coaches Association, but it'd be a world record, I would have thought.
Remarkable, Damo, to think that a man gets paid a full-time wage, yet he spends most of his time trying to assassinate a colleague that's probably normally on a Friday night. Welcome, Spud, St Kilda's longest-serving captain.
Great to be here. No need for that, Damo. I've come in here very excited. What a great week it's been. All hands on deck. It's great to have Brownie here, the Duck, the Warrior, and you, Swatty. You've hosted unbelievably well over the next 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks. And the next 3 weeks. That's what I'm getting into because no one's been missed. I know there's a few guys over at London. I've heard they've gone over to France for a couple of days. The Wolf and JB got there for a couple of... Billy Brownless over there with his beautiful wife, Nikki. And I've also found that the fullback of the century, I've found that he's gone to New York. He's the list manager at GWS. He's gone in a horse and cart with his lovely wife. Yes, Steve Silvani. With his lovely wife, Jo. Horse and cart, hand in hand. What is going on? This is the football season. We're in the midst of it. We're 4 weeks from the start of the pointy end. We're all hands on deck, Brownie. And I think the other boys, they can stay where they are, back in London.
Well, maybe, Spud, that correlates towards the ratings. I mean, the ratings come out and we wait with bated breath about the radio ratings, and you want to beat 3RW, and that's what we've done, and we've done it pretty well. But then you got the internal things, and had a look at what the ratings were. Sunday afternoon, number 1 overall. Saturday afternoon,
Probably
number
so.
1 overall. Spud, you're involved in Saturdays. Duck, you're involved in Sundays. Schwatta, you're involved in Sundays also, so maybe they got us here on a Friday night just to really kick along the Friday night ratings.
Oh, no, look, the ratings have been outstanding, and Friday night's very good as well. It's look, the Chief probably drags it down a little bit on Friday night. And just while I'm on the Chief, I'm really worried because for all those listeners out there, get on... at Triple M Footy on the Twitter page, there's a couple of photos of the Chief. He's been hosting beautifully over there on Foxtel.
Has he been on? I haven't seen him.
He's been on prime time over there, but I think he's on about 3 a.m, 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's on our Facebook page as well, Spud.
There's a few photos of the Chief, but I'm really worried, Duck. I'm extremely worried. He's
saw
lost
the
something.
photos.
We might just ask our next guest to describe. He's been over in London. He may have seen the Chieftain doing some of his finest work, and I speak of Big Will. He joins us right now. Welcome, Wilbur.
G'day, Schwatta. Yeah, mate, I'm over here at a catch function and they all want to talk about the goal after siren.
The monkeys off the back.
All right, mate, that'll do. Oh, jeez, it's unbelievable. And over at Perth, just looking over the Swan River here, the city of Perth, it's magnificent, having a nice crown lager. Oh, beautiful.
Now, Billy, I saw you at the airport Wednesday morning, I believe. You just got off the plane from the Mother Island over in London, and you head straight over to Perth. So what about the kids? What about your 4 beautiful children? What about driving down the road, saying hello to them, instead of getting on another plane, heading over to Perth and blowing your trumpet about a couple of grand finals you got smashed in?
Have I got kids?
What is going on, Willis?
The youngest one's 21 last week. I better get there and... No, well, I went over the Dale, so I got some points there. I took her to London and we went over for a bit of a play, and let me tell you, was she outstanding on the thoughts. I thought I was going all right, but she led the way, and the old Lone Wolf wasn't far behind with his lovely wife, Melissa, and we got amongst it over there, and then I've come back, and I had to come over here. I had a couple of functions to go to, and, of course, the big game tonight.
And Sam, we had Sam on last Friday night. We thought he was going to be on the Friday rub, but how's Samuel going over there? Because we were led to believe he was going to be on the radio with you tonight. Have you found him? Have you passed Sam in your travellings over there with Mouse?
He's been travelling around with Mouse. He's been with him for 12 days. He's about ready to kill Mouse. He's going to hang him up on one of those hooks in the footy club rooms, and little Mouse's legs will be dangling along. Mate, he's ready to kill him, fair dinkum. But I was with him last night. We had a function at the Swan District Footy Club, and 370 people there, and gee, they still love the Fossy. He gets up there and just lets go a few of his stories, and all the old girls line up for a photo with him, and they write down their number, and I don't know how well he's travelling off the field, but let me tell you, they still love him.
Bill, all the talk, though, has been what the Triple M boys have been doing off-field in London. It's been quite serious. Got a few good contacts in the Australian athletics team and the Australian Olympics team, and photos and texts have come across the desk. Bill, you hit it pretty hard.
Oh, mate, we had a crack. Let me tell you, I was an ambassador for Australia, and I was happy with what I'd done for Australia. We had a real go at it. Craig Kelly was very helpful because he looks after that last lap, the nightclub over there, and We were kicked out most nights at about 4 a.m. Doing our best for the green and gold. We dug deep, let me tell you. But it was good. Ran into a few of the superstars over there. They didn't come into late. And, we had a couple of froffies with the Missile the other night. But he a bit stand off the Missile. He wouldn't get involved in singing the club songs and waltzing Matilda and stuff like that.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Billy. Who was the biggest star that you saw over there?
Well, actually, I'll tell you, we got on the froffies with Harry Kuehl. I didn't ask him about his rent bill. Harry and his missus, Cherie, who's a superstar over here, they had a bit of a go. We also
Did you see Kobe Bryant, Bill?
I saw, what's her name?
Steph.
Yes, yeah, I saw Steph, and she was having a couple of froffies. She's an interesting one, let me tell you. So her little sea bombs, actually, she's tiny. It's funny how you see these swimmers, and some of them are really, really small. So,
Billy, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. one morning, I got a text and a photo of your good self with a lot of the swimmers you're talking about, trying to teach them how to sing the Geelong theme song at 5 a.m. over there. What is going on?
We walked out the last lap, and I'd had a couple of Aussies with me. You always find the ugly Aussies, I do. I don't know why. Garry was off to the side. He didn't get involved with this. And we started singing the theme songs. They didn't like the Geelong one. We kept getting back to the Richmond one because of the yellow and black. We got escorted out of the club, and there's paparazzi all hanging around because they're all waiting for the swimmers to walk out hand in hand with, bit goes on, I think. And we walked out singing the Richmond theme song and waltzing Matilda, and these paparazzis all raced up, took a photo, and then they said, just ugly Australians, get out of here, Geez, it was funny, but walking down the street, all these just drunken Aussies, it was fantastic.
Now, Bill, we all know you love a frothy, and Garry can put him away. He's played football also, but a little bit worried about the other guy you got over there with you, James Brayshaw, probably Australia's worst drinker, has half a VB and is pretty much talking your ear off. How did he go?
Well, mate, we had he's calling most days, so that made it hard. Garry, what about Garry's role? Every second day had a 3-minute segment to do, but poor old Jim had to call, so he had to call every day. So we got out there one night, and he said, I'm going to tear it apart. You watch what I do tonight, because he wasn't calling the next day. We went to I went out for tea, then went to 2 pubs, had a couple of the pints, the big ones. He had to be put in a cab and sent home. He didn't even get to the nightclub.
Billy Brownless from the Rush Hour has joined us. He's had I am Bill. I introduced you.
You're hosting.
Doing my bit here. Ratings have gone through the roof again on a Friday night, and enjoying the Carlton draft stuff over there. Bill, I just quickly, before we get to Spud, I want you to put you on the spot. From an athlete's point of view, who gets the Bonaire Best on Ground Awards post-event celebration?
Well, it's hard. You don't like to say too much, but I say Steph Rice was, just having a bit of a crack.
Carry on.
Bill Willis, did you, on the, the @MMM footy page at Twitter, we've got a couple of, I told you I'd get it right there, Damo. We've got a couple of photos of our good friend, the Chief. Now, there's something seriously gone wrong with the Chief. He's turned all earnest and serious. He's host. Have you run into Chief over there? Because I was extremely worried. He's actually lost something.
Yeah, his personality. Mate, I've seen it because I was on daytime over there. So I'm watching during the day because it's obviously on night time over here. Very straight and earnest and just get to the point, and it didn't look right in the suit and his big bloody ape head sitting up there. It didn't look right at all, the Chief. So I think he's had a few texts sent his way and fired a few back, but come on, Chief, loosen up.
He's been giving the buffets an awful mauling, hasn't he, Bill?
He's getting bigger and bigger.
I think one more after dinner, man, and it's going to be scanners, mate.
He'll blow up. He will blow up.
No, but anyway, the thing we're really worried about the Chief, Bill, he's actually lost his neck. He's lost it over there somewhere. I'm not sure what's happened to it because it's just a big Humpty Dumpty bowling ball on his shoulders now.
Well,
he's lost his neck, the Chief.
His head just goes into his body.
The poor Chief. So, no, good on you, Billy.
Good work, Bill. Enjoy your time in WA, and no doubt your kids will get to see it sometime this year.
Can you send a cheerio, Schwatta, to Lucy and Ruby and Oscar and Matt?
Before we do that, send a photo through, Bill. They've forgotten what you look like. Have a good weekend in WA, Bill.
Good on you,
Still to come, boys. Going to have a chat with Johnny Worsfold. Big game tonight. Neil Balme will join us. Spud, you're hosting the quiz again? Or is it done?
Don't
Duck,
ask a
you or
question
Spud?
you know the answer to.
No, is it
I've
Duck?
shredded it.
you've
the
shredded
last
it.
3 or
You've
4 weeks.
absolutely watched it.
He's made a couple of mistakes. You'd expect tomorrow there'll be no.
No, there's one tonight as
No,
well.
there's one tonight.
Oh, there's one tonight.
So it can be yours, Duck.
No.
They have one every
you'd
week,
expect
Duck.
him
There's a lot of females
You'd have to
ringing
perfect
as well.
it. You'd
They have one every week,
perfect
Duck.
it tonight.
What's that telling you, Schwatta? A lot of females ringing on the
You're
quiz.
claiming
They
the
tend to
fact
have
that
one every
women
week.
ring because of you now, eh?
No, I thought
I am.
All right,